Beautiful. So just a reminder, if you haven't muted, please mute your lines, just out of respect for everyone else that's jumped in, and so that we can, awesome. Okay. We'll just double check. So just mute Anna, Laura. Okay, cool. We should be fine now. Okay, so thank you so much for joining this evening. My name's Mel Langley, for those of you that don't know me. I am the founder of one of the founders of Six Figure Soulpreneurs, and the person who has invited you on this evening obviously cares a lot about you and would love to share with you what we are doing in this space. So, you know, I suppose the big question that you're asking yourself potentially is, how do I improve the quality of my life? So this is the question you're asking yourself. So how do you improve the quality of your life? And what we've come to realize, and I've spent many years in this industry. Someone there. Yep, so sorry, I just need to yeah, so I've spent many years in this industry, and I have been searching for the right platform. My passion, I have been very successful in this industry. I've led teams of over 8,000 people and earned over a 7-figure income. Now, I don't say that to impress you. I just casting vision on what I had been looking for. I'd been flown over to other countries like America, throughout Australia, with other companies that really wanted to, I suppose, you know, get me on board. But I wanted to make sure that I was looking for the right platform that was going to help people get paid, because at the end of the day, that's what I love to do. So not only help them with, you know, their financial situations, but also, you know, their health situation as well. So what we've done is we've put together like a platform, I suppose we call it, by utilizing a done-for-you platform and system. Sorry, guys, I'm just hearing some background noise. If someone just wants to, everyone wants to make sure that they've put themselves on mute, please. There we go, Narina, I think it was. Okay, cool. Awesome, that's done now. Yeah, cool. Okay, so so what we're going to go through tonight is how we can show you how to do that, okay? Because anyone can, I suppose, generate an income online, but it comes a lot of expense to do that, a lot of heartache, a lot of time. We're a collective of entrepreneurs have actually done that for you. So we're really wanting to share what we've learned so that you can do it in very simple terms. So what does improving your quality of life look like for you? Okay, so does it look like more time freedom? Does it look like freedom in general? Is it the flexibility that you're desiring? Is it the lifestyle that you're desiring? Is it the health that you're desiring? Or is it the wealth that you're desiring? Now, only you can answer that question. I know for me, I was a mum of 3 young children, and I didn't want to have them sitting as, you know, small children underneath my desk until 5 p.m. At night, working my corporate job, when I could, you know, at home with them. Sorry guys, I'm just going to mute that line. I could be home with them, or running around doing sporting, you know, things, and, you know, that sort of thing, the after school activities. And also financially, you know, we weren't in a situation that I couldn't not work, you know, but it felt like I was working to pay for the childcare that they were going into. So, you know, it was a catch-22, and you're kind of like, what else, you know, what else is there for me? And this was like, you know, 6.5, 7 years ago now for me. So that's the question I had to ask myself, which is obviously the question that you're asking yourself if you're on this, looking at this information that someone has shared with you. You're asking yourself, yes, there is something that I need to improve, and what is that, and how am I going to go about that? So we're going to show you the how tonight. So what we identified is the platform for growth, okay? So the key concepts around that is you need a vehicle to do that, a formula to do that, and everything has a system and a culture. So here at Six Figure Soulpreneur, we made sure, as I said to you, like I'd been looking and on the look for a company to partner with, which we call a vehicle to partner with, so that we know that people are going to benefit from that, from partnering, you know, with that. So the vehicle that we chose is Q Sciences. Why Q Sciences? A few different reasons, but one of those reasons being that it is an online model. So that online model is switching from bricks and mortar. You know, you can probably just look around your city or your town, and I know here in Bendigo, you know, every second shop or shop front is for lead. You know, everything's moving from bricks and mortar to click and order. People are wanting convenience in an app. People are wanting convenience in their smartphone, in the palm of their hand, you know, turn their payphone into their smartphone. So that's really, you know, I think when you look at this type of thing, the vehicle is certainly something that the hard work has done for us, okay? I think that's really important to remember, because if you were going to launch your own traditional business, or you had an app idea, you had an online idea, you had an online marketing idea, the cost that it would, the amount of money that would cost you to set that up would be in the, you know, 50,000 plus at least, okay? So that's something that we don't want to have those headaches and the costs associated with what we're trying to achieve. That's why we choose a vehicle to partner with that takes care of those day-to-day expenses and headaches, okay? Global compensation plan. Okay, this was really important as well. As I said, I've been in the industry for quite some time now, and every company that I came across had an average income. So if I wanted to say, okay, I want to make X amount of money per month, they could not give me a business plan or tell me how to do it, because there were so many variables, okay, depending on this, depending on that. At the end of the day, you know, if you're a business-minded person, you will know that you should be able to set down a business plan, know what effort you have to put in to make $1. You know, we go to, or, you know, some people or you guys go to work for an hourly rate. You know what you're earning every week or every month. That should be no different in business. And that's why we love no average incomes. You'll see later down in our slide deck that our incomes are fixed incomes, black and white, no gray areas. You know what you're getting paid each and every month. We're well established in over 14 countries. So when you come into the business, you are able to share our incredible platform and products within over 14 countries, which is super exciting. And then the product, this is key, you know, from a traditional business perspective, and even, you know, a networking, relationship marketing business perspective. You want a product that sticks, a product that is so good and has instant results that people will continue to use that product because it's had such a powerful effect in their life. Okay, they want to continue to purchase that product. It also has scientifically validated products that have backed by peer reviews, Harvard University being one of those. So there's a lot of, when you're choosing a vehicle to partner with, there's a lot of boxes that you have to tick. And with Q Sciences, we were able to tick all those boxes. So what I'm going to do now, I'm actually going to hand over to my partner in crime tonight, Mr. Lee Prosser. It's actually his birthday this evening. So what better way to finish off a birthday? Which is super exciting. So Lee, if you're on the line, can you, I just can't see you on my screen, that's all. So just unmute yourself and give me a shout out.
I can do better than that. I can say hello.
Oh, awesome. There we go. So Lee, I know how excited you were to partner with our platform and obviously the vehicle of Q Sciences. And I'd love for you to share a little bit about the company and going on into the products, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, definitely. And first of all, being a family man myself, I do want to take the opportunity to thank all of you for taking this short amount of time away from your families. I think you'll find some really valuable golden nuggets within this presentation. And like Mel was saying, like everything is within the timing. It's not so much the talent, it's the timing that you can actually have a look at these opportunities. So the timing could be no better, and we'll probably touch on that a little bit later on. So I guess for me, my history has been that I've been a white collar worker for about just over 15 years now. And I found myself working a hell of a lot of hours. I'm talking 50+ hours per week. And it was taking time away from my family. So basically what I was doing was I was sacrificing family time trying to chase the dollars. And in the moment, that seemed like the appropriate thing to do because that's the way I was brought up. Was that, you go to work for somebody else, you work hard, you take home your pay packet at the end of the week. But therein lied the problem, because what I was actually doing to myself, number one, I was alienating myself from my family. And number two, I was creating some very grave health concerns for myself, which I still suffer from today in the form of anxiety and depression. So I won't go into any more of my life story, but it's important that I actually touched on those things for you, because within the Q Sciences framework now, I've found a vehicle that I can turn my historical misfortune now into a very strong passion that I'm actually driving forward with and helping the community from going down the same road that I went down with. Mm-hmm. So I'm really, as you can tell, I'm really passionate about this, and probably to an extent I don't shut up. So I do apologize for that, but just bear with me because we're going to get through it together, okay? So when I was first proposed with the Q Sciences opportunity, I thought, wow, this is massive. This is a ground floor opportunity, 90 days old in Australia, and a product range and a system that I can really make some global impact from my mobile phone and my laptop within my own home. Mm-hmm. Okay, they're the three things that I really was drawn to Q Sciences about. So just referencing back to the slides, what we've got is, and this is one of the really special things that we've got within our organisation, we've got some fantastic people and a pillar of support, and that happens right from the top down. We'll look at our first gentleman there, Mr. Mark Wilson. He's the CEO of the company, founded back in 2012. He's got over 30 years experience within real estate development, private investments, entrepreneurship. He's also, and this is probably going to be a little bit foreign to us Aussies or New Zealanders, but he's also a two-time championship winning quarterback in the NFL. Okay, so basically what it means for me is that we've got a person at the helm who has all the business fundamentals to drive this through for succession for years to come. Okay, that was very important for me, that we had somebody like a Mark Wilson at the helm. Then also at the corporate level, we've got a fantastic person who is the Senior Vice President of Global Sales, Mr. Jake Spencer. Now, Jake, and this is the really exciting bit, Jake has been in the trenches where a lot of us have been working for a number of years. He's built teams of thousands right from ground zero up. So what that means for you and I is that Jake actually takes the knowledge, the experience, and the little bits and pieces that we're experiencing at ground level, he actually takes that to the corporate team and is our voice, because he's been there. He's fought that war before, all right? And he's been doing it for over 14 years. So that is just a huge feather in our cap, which a lot of other companies aren't able to say that they've got that within their ranks. Mm-hmm. So when we're looking at the Q Sciences product range, when I looked at it, I thought, who do I know that are suffering from these things out there that are in my circle of influence, but also out there in the general public? And we're talking about things like, tired or fatigue or lack of energy. We're talking about stress levels. We're talking about, like in my instance, mental illness or wellness, as we should say, depression, anxiety, ADHD, schizophrenia, that sort of thing. Mood instability. So we might be looking at things like hormone imbalances in both men and women, overweight, obesity. It's becoming such a big issue in today's society because we're not consuming the right foods, and the foods we are consuming just haven't got the nutrients that they once upon a time did have. So we're sort of focusing on solutions to that problem, as well as the issue of not getting adequate sleep. And that really is the foundation that a lot of other further problems are actually built from. So when we're looking at our product range, it really is a total nutrition range. It's really replacing all of those nutrients that we aren't getting from the foods that we're actually consuming in today's society. So we've got things like, the energy products. So we've got Rev Sport is actually a huge one for me. I'm a avid gym goer. I'm always on the go. I had some today just in a bottle of water, and that is enough to actually give you the energy, not for a couple of hours, but for the rest of the day. Absolutely fantastic product. We've got products for digestive health. So we've got Q Fiber, Q Cleanse, that are looking after our gut health, our internals. Sometimes we forget that we're looking after the shell of the body, but what about what's on the inside as well? We've got the adaptogenic herbs. Some people say herbs or herbs, but we've got things like the weight control. It's gluten-free, absolutely fantastic shakes that we've got in our range that are helping people, especially that. And I've done a study on these, comparing to some of our competitors out there in the marketplace, and we're looking at half the calories, half the carbs, no sugar within our shakes. That's absolutely huge comparative advantage in our marketplace. We've got things like the sublingual sprays, where we just spray them underneath the tongue, absorbs by the body a lot quicker than what a medicine or a tablet would actually take to actually get into our system. So, and the Q Sleep's absolutely walking out the door. Like, we use it on our kids in the household. We take it as well. And it just provides you that real calming sort of restful sleep right throughout the night. We've also got the Q Prime, which is a great cardiovascular health. So it's actually taking oxygenated blood throughout the body and delivering it back into the heart. So we're actually looking after, once again, our internals. And also the skincare range, which is really exciting because we're about to come out with the topical hemp skincare range as well. So, which I'll actually touch on in a little bit very shortly. And of course, the full spectrum hemp oil, which we've actually been talking about, and we're all excited about it, but we'll touch on that in a later slide. So what I did want to actually really focus on, which is our biggest seller, our real flagship sort of product, and that is the Q Core Q Max. Now, the reason why we love this so much is it really is a game changer in terms of total wellness inside and out of the body. This is the one that's actually going to make the most impact and is making the most impact out there in society. And I'll give you the reasons why. Number one, it delivers fuel to the brain. Okay, so it's got 36 micronutrients within this product itself. So it's actually giving us total wellness, total well-being, right from the brain, right the way through. Okay, so it's got the fuel for the brain. It's also got the Q Prime, which I said before is the delivery mechanism. So it's giving the oxygenated blood, okay, getting it circulating through the body and back to the heart. It's also got the Q-Biotics, which is the absorption. So it's all great that we're actually taking these products in, but a lot of the time our stomach acids are actually destroying what we're actually taking in. So it almost negates what we're actually trying to do. Whereas the Q-Biotics, they actually protect and help absorb and deliver all the nutrients to the vital organs that we actually need it to get into. And of course, the Q-Omegas, which are the fatty acids, which actually protect our vital inner organs within our bodies as well. So as you can see, with those 4 pillars, you know, it really does cross and tick off every single box that we as humans, we need, that we're not getting from our day-to-day food consumption.
I love it.
Okay, so this is like the icing on the cake. This is what we're really all excited about at the moment, is the full spectrum hemp oil. Now, I will say right off the bat in that the Australian government has actually given us, or is about to give us, the topical license for the hemp oil products. Okay, so we haven't got the ingestible license just yet, but it is in the works. All right, don't ask me a time frame, but you know what the Australian government's like. It is going to happen, but when it happens. All right, so what we've got is the full spectrum topical range coming through. So the hemp oil is actually a water soluble oil. So what that means is, and you can liken it to water and oil. When you put oil on top of water, the oil actually just sits there and just floats around on top. It doesn't actually get dissolved into the water. So if we actually take a hemp oil, which is oil-based, it's just going to sit there and not actually dissolve and get absorbed into our body, whereas our hemp oil is actually water-soluble. So what we're finding is it's got an 85% absorption rate in the body. Competitors' hemp oil has got about an 8 to 10% absorption rate. So it's going to take longer and may not even enter the areas that we want this product to get into. So that's really, really exciting. And it's also non-GMO and gluten-free, which once again, with the way that society is going, that's what people are asking for. That's what we need. And basically...
Sorry to interrupt you there, Lee. It's interesting, on 7 News tonight, they're doing a clinical trial on CBD, full spectrum and CBD on children in a clinical trial at a teaching hospital right now. So when they're doing clinical trials in Australia, you can kind of make an assumption around it's not going to be too far away.
And the exciting thing is, guys, is that the license has been given, or will actually be shortly given, to Q Sciences. So we will be one of the pioneering companies to actually bring this into Australian shores legally. Like, there's been people up until now, or companies up until now, that have brought it in and, you know, sort of done it under the table. But we're going to be the first to actually do it legally in front of everybody in the public. So it's really, really exciting. And we've just had a question about, how about the NZ? We've been told that NZ will actually follow on from the pattern that is going to happen here in Australia. So we're pretty sure that's going to happen.
If not, because NZ are a little bit more advanced than us. So the NZ might have it before we do.
There you go. So it's really exciting, but that's like the cherry on top of the cake. Like, we have got a fantastic natural product range to actually leverage from that. So...
Oh, he's going to bed. Sorry. The joys of motherhood.
Did you want me to continue, Mel, or?
Yeah, you go for it. Absolutely.
Cool. Roll. So basically what we've got is to become a Q ambassador. And this is, like I said, guys, timing is everything. At the moment, till the end of the month, we've got 1 cent digital welcome kit and enrollment fee. All right, this is unheard of. Like, when I actually opened up my phone a few mornings ago when this was released, I had to wipe my eyes and thought, are you serious? Like, this is just the company just giving. Like, I can't believe they're being so generous with this. But basically what it means is that you're getting a business in a box system for 1 cent until the end of the month. So you're getting your own personalized replicated website. You're getting your own back office portal. You're getting your own QPay card, which you get all your commissions and bonuses actually paid onto. You're getting all your training, all your information, all your support, and, you know, we're even, you know, giving training on social branding and things like that. Basically, it's all going to be contained within Q Sciences. There's no reason for anybody to need to go outside to get, you know, a course for this, pay thousands of dollars for that. It's all within the one organization. It's right here.
Mm.
All
Or
right.
from an app on your phone.
Yeah, the app on the phone. Like you're buying yourself a global business for 1 cent that you can basically spend as much time or as little time as you want on it. But what I will say is the time that you choose to invest is what you'll get back out of it, right? If you want to invest hours per day into it, I'm not saying you have to, but you will find you'll get that return back out of it, okay? So basically, to set yourself up for success, right, we say to people, look, you got to see, touch, feel, use, sample the products out to your family and friends, okay? So we get people to buy an enrollment pack, and they vary in vary in price from 350 US up to 685 US plus taxes and shipping and that sort of thing. But that gets you a really generous range of products that we deal with that you can actually try and start, talking the talk. Like I said, like the Rev Sport has been fantastic for me with my gym. Like I talk about that every single day to the people that I come across in life. And, that sort of thing, it sells. So it really is, they're great product ranges. They're great to, get your hands dirty, try them, see what you like, see what you don't like. And then we go from there. So yeah, the enrollment packs are ranging from 350 to 685.
Oh, can you hear me okay? Or is it?
Yeah. No, I can hear you.
Oh, that's all right. Cool. Awesome. Well, I might go on and talk about the formula now, Lee.
Sure. Over to you.
Yeah, awesome. Well, so yeah, and what Lee was saying is, there are those different variations of product packs that you can come in with. We are certainly here to help you get in where you fit in. There's certainly not a requirement that you come into, but at the end of the day, if it was me, I'd be coming in on the biggest pack so that I've got a range of products to be actual use for myself for my own credibility. But also you now have a 1 cent enrollment fee, so you're saving $80. Why not put that $80 into purchasing some more product for yourself? So okay, so we've spoken about the vehicle of Q Sciences that enables us to get to where we want to be, and part of that is we've been able to comprise what we call a formula, and a simple formula. The reason that we have done this is because being in this industry for quite a few years now, I took note on why people didn't have the success they were potentially looking for. And the reason that is, or why they didn't get started in the first place, and the reason that is because people don't say no to an opportunity like this. They actually say no to themselves and what they think they have to do. Okay. And people will say, but I don't want to go sell to friends and family, or I don't have any friends, or on things like that. So what we've developed is a formula where you introduce 3 people and we teach those 3 people to do the same, and just that simple process. So find 3 people. Now those 3 people might come on the 250 volume pack, or they might come in on the 500 volume pack. Depends on their affordability, depends on where they're at. So, there's some variations there, but that gives you an indication of you finding your 3 people. You're going to either sit in the 750 volume in your business or 1500 volume in your business. I'm now going to show you a quick snapshot of the compensation plan to show you that you're either coming in here at qualified OV of Pro, which is either 600, or you reach the rank of executive at 1500 OV. So at Pro, with 700 OV, you're earning $300 US. And guys, that was just for introducing 3 people. Okay. And then, that's 3 people on the smaller pack or 3 people on the larger pack. You're actually earning $750, which is over $1,000. And you haven't even paid out $1,000 to get started. So your investment is recruit straight away by your initial 3 people. Okay. So we teach everybody to get their 3 people. So the way we do that is your 3 then find their 3. So all of a sudden you've got your 3 finding their 3. They're getting paid that money you've just seen in the previous slide. Now your business has grown and you've got 9 people coming in at that level. So all of a sudden your business is now generating you, I'll show you in a minute in the compensation plan, but 4,500 in volume, which is elite, is generating you a monthly income of $750 per month. That's over $1,000 Australian and over $1,000 New Zealand, just by having 9 people in your team. It's insane, guys. Not to mention that every person that comes in purchases their initial pack, then they purchase a product every month. So I know some companies might say, okay, you spend $2,500 on your pack, no order ships, you don't have to do anything else. Guess what? You're still paying that amount. You're just paying that amount up front. What we do is we spread that out over a 12-month time period, so you're not having to hold stock at your house, and you are consuming your stock every month and feeling amazing for it. So every month you purchase your auto ship, which is, equates to about $137 and that is your business overhead, which you'll see in a moment how quickly that business overhead is actually a wash, because you're getting paid more than what that business overhead is. So once you find your 3, they find their 3, that continues to duplicate. Now, if you want to find more than 3, absolutely, go ahead. We do. But if that isn't you, what we are saying is that by simply introducing your 3 and finding your 3 and them finding their 3, that process continues to duplicate. And you can watch your business duplicate by the power of a network. A full leveraged income that you've done the job once and you're continually receiving residual income from that point in time. So growth is never by mere chance, is results of forces working together. And this is how this formula works, is because everybody commits to getting at least 3 people and they all commit to purchasing the product every month, and you'll see the power in how that works. So here's the compensation plan here. You can see that, by the time you've got 9 people that have signed up in your business, you're generating $750 US a month plus bonuses. Down here, it starts getting really exciting. I'm a gold ambassador. So, my monthly income is $8,000 US a month. So, it really, and we've only been doing this for 5 months, guys. It's crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. So, get back to the person who invited you to look at this overview, and they can share a little bit more about the compensation. But the growth, I want to tell you that compensation plan is a 1-page PDF document. There's no discrepancies. There's no cutoffs. There's no breakages. It continues to grow for indefinitely, to infinity. Okay, so what it is doing is you're setting up a legacy for your family, okay, for you and your family, your children, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, for doing the work once that has enabled you to set it up to be able to then have that freedom lifestyle, have the choice. And, I know a few of us could sit back and enjoy the fruits of our labor right now in this business, but when you're so passionate, when you can see that lives are being changed through finances, and also through our incredible products, I would never want to stop. You know, it becomes, it's inbred in you. So where else can you improve your financial, physical, and mental health? By simply sharing a proven formula. Okay, so the hard work's done for us, guys. It's absolutely a legacy of love that you're leaving for your family. So, and lastly is the system and culture. So when we say that it's done for you, literally you're finding your three, and your coaches, your mentors, they're actually helping them get started for you. They're you're either listening to an overview, or we're in a coaching connect call, a three-way call with them to help them get them started. We don't want you to have to say no or do what we do. It's just a matter of referring and connecting, and we do the rest for you. It's about our culture is so important. Our six-figure soulpreneurs, we are soul-centered, heart-centered entrepreneurs that purely want to help others. So it really is about trust, loyalty, respect, and commitment. It's commitment to self, and also commitment to our community, that when we do join, that we do commit to purchasing the product every month. Because if you're committing, it means the people that you're bringing in are committing as well, and that's how the formula works. Transparency. Our company and our culture is all about transparency. We will tell you that the growth that we have had has been so huge that we had stock flying off the shelves, okay, where we were at the stage where we couldn't keep up. It was so crazy. Now we're back on track with that, but you know, that is one of the things when you are launching a country, that there is those things that we are actually in pre-launch. So we have massive abundance and family values. So last slide of the evening, as Lee said, thank you so much for taking your time out of a Sunday evening to listen to us. But you will fall in one of three categories. A being, I'm in Mel, let's do this, and I want to change my life, and I want to change the life of others. So welcome to the family if that's you. Please get back to the person who invited you. They will introduce you to a mentor and a coach that will be able to launch your business immediately. We are running these presentations for the next 2 evenings and during the day as well, because we have the amazing 1 cent offer right now that's only going to be available to the end of this month. So we want to make sure that you and your family and your friends are offered the same opportunity you are with that 1 cent offer. B is for but or budget. Get your questions answered tonight. Again, we only have a small window of opportunity for you to save about 110 Australian dollars. So, you know, and to get you all that Lee mentioned before for 1 cent. So, you know, we always say get in where you fit in. You know, we can certainly look at packs that are going to fit your budget. We are here to make you money and make you feel better in terms of your health. So we don't want that to limit you from actually getting started. And C is, you know, that you actually not interested in the business, you're quite comfortable where you're at. Congratulations, I applaud you. We're here for you if that ever changes, but we would love for you to be a customer, or would love for you to refer to us to somebody who you believe might be interested in, you know, generating some income, or might be interested in our health product. But either way, please get back to the person who shared this with you and become a customer of theirs and really support their online business that they're just starting up. So, okay, guys, well, that's about it from me. Lee, was there anything you wanted to add before we close off?
No, I think we've actually covered all the main points that I had down. But, guys, yeah, it's just about Looking after, I guess, your future. Like now is the time to really start paving the way for the way that your life is going to be in years to come. So I know for me, it was a matter of what can I do now so that my future is safeguarded. And this was the main step that I wanted to implement in my life, was to have that backup and that security and the choice in life that this is going to be delivering. So that was huge for me.
Absolutely. You know, we have a spare tire. We all have a spare tire in our car. You know, we have a plan B, but what is our plan B if, you know, for some reason that job fell through, or, you know, an expense came up in the family? You know, unfortunately, life is very expensive these days, and it does take that side hustle and an extra stream of income. And that's certainly what I'm all about, is helping people make money and having multiple streams of income to be able to achieve what it is they desire and what it is they're wanting to achieve. So draw that line in the sand tonight, guys. Say yes. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting the same result, a different result, I should say. So make that change today. You'll be supported by beautiful, soulful, heart-centered entrepreneurs on your journey, and we would love to welcome you to the family. And let's get you started, and I'll see you again tomorrow night with people that you decide to bring across and have a listen to us as well. So good night, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.